Hi empaths, welcome to Heart Space Wellness Alliance. Here's my healing room. Let's get started. Hi empaths, welcome back to my healing space. I'm going to do another card reading combined with some sound healing. It's just a little experiment. So I wonder how you're enjoying that. On my Instagram account, urban_empath, I did a little tutorial about how to use tuning forks on my Instagram TV. It was my first Instagram TV video. So check that out. And urban_empath is my handle. If you're not following on Instagram, check that video out. I explain how I use different types of tuning forks for healing work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards to see what might be happening, and depending on who I'm tuning into, right? To the collective consciousness, and see what might be medicine, and then use some sound healing tools at the end. Okay, so I'm going to pull a crystal card. So I got amber calcite. Amber calcite, amplification, balance, release. I am supported by the universe in all aspects of my life. So, what's coming to mind is there might be some withholding or holding on to things in an attempt to maintain whatever it is, stability, a sense of certainty, vitality. Sometimes we hold on to things, right? And that creates tension in the body. Right? If you think of that somatically, what does that feel like? What does that look like? And particularly empaths tend to absorb from the environment, from other people, right? Inherit emotional, mental patterning. And what might be being called for here is a release of some tension, of toxicity. In order to make room for the new, right? Let's go to the archetype cards by Carolyn Neese. And see what aspect of self. Child, nature. Light attributes are friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits, and the shadow attribute, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. So communication with nature spirits, might be fairies. So some natural environments provide a release. And friendships with animals, really do help with soothing and calming us down and bringing us back into a state of balance. And we can learn a lot by tuning into their energy. Let's go to the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti and see if any more information wants to come out. What might be called for here is finding a naturescape that's really soothing for you, taking a hike, just feeling centered and grounded. You know, maybe there's some frazzled energy that needs neutralized and released, and that can bring you back to center. And grounding by walking in nature can certainly help, particularly around trees. I'm seeing hiking in a mountain surrounded by trees. Also rabbits. A rabbit is coming in. Which always relates fertility to me. A fertile time. Sometimes a new beginning in some way, a new first step in a new journey. With the amber calcites are very absorbent, much like empaths, right? Our energy fields are very absorbent. We're like psychic sponges. So having a crystal that's absorbent can be helpful. Helpful in absorbing some of that energy off of our energy field, and even in our stead, right? If we carry it. Let's see. So the first card that comes out is the Empress. And this is you, okay? Male or female, this is your energy. The Empress is nurturing, caring, sometimes seen as pregnant, fertile, right? So fertility might be coming in, not just physical fertility, but also just a fertile ground to create, being completely empowered, embodied, and centered. Maybe you're not quite in touch with the fact that this is you, right? And maybe there's a part of you that's disconnected or exiled, right? Deemed weak or weird or whatever it is, right? Unacceptable. Might be this sensitive part of you that resonates with nature, resonates with animals. Maybe you've lost sight of that part of you. Maybe you're not, you're underestimating the value of that aspect of life right now, so you're focusing on other things. The Ace of Pentacles comes out, which is interesting because that's what I was visualizing when I saw the rabbit. I saw the Ace of Pentacles in Robert Place's tarot deck called The Alchemical Tarot Renewed, his Ace of Pentacles has a rabbit in the image, and that's what I was seeing in my mind's eye. So it's interesting that the Ace of Pentacles comes out here. New beginning, right, in the physical world. How do we approach this? Wanting a new substantial beginning. I think that's a ferret in this card. So wanting a new beginning, but might have a choice to make, right? There might be a choice here, but there's some confusion about which route to take, right? The Two of Swords. Not really willing to see what's happening here, not ready to really take stock of what's actually physically showing up, or there are some things that are unseen that are blocking our ability to decide. Just showing up in the Two of Swords. So there's some mental confusion. And maybe it might be a truth. The truth about the situation, right? I believe this is relationship oriented. And I'll show you why. So this might be a truth that has been hidden or not shared, that for a new beginning to happen needs to be expressed or revealed, right? And a truth. A new beginning in truth. So two aces are coming up, right? So really a new beginning. And after the truth, we got this Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, it might be, oh, look, there's a rabbit. There's a little brown bunny in the grass. The Knight of Pentacles might be the person that you're thinking about here. They might be considering bringing the truth, right? A Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but he has the most substance, right? He or she, the masculine here, has the most substance and good intent. So they take their time, right? They're taking their time deciding. Sometimes what happens with a Knight of Pentacles is they take too much time. It takes too long, and the opportunity is no longer available. So that's a possibility, particularly because you might be moving into this Nine of Pentacles, right? This independent woman. But you don't have to be a woman. This is the feminine though, so however you're identifying, this is the feminine energy. Coming into Nine of Pentacles, again, communing with nature. See, she's the bird there. Yeah, that is a bird. You don't know what kind of bird, but it has a mask on. Interesting. There's butterflies, so there's some transformation. Transforming into the most independent, fulfilled, content self, right? Feeling like I have it all together. I'm enjoying the comforts of life. I feel like I'm doing good work. I'm on purpose. I'm feeling really confident and independent, and communing with nature. And maybe this is what stimulated this phase, is this Three of Swords, this heartbreak. That's why I'm thinking this is relationship oriented, or you're resonating with this. You know, this heartbreak, and maybe it's a pattern that keeps coming back around. It's a very familiar cycle. We feel like we're waiting a lot. The feminine does tend to wait, right? If you think primitively, I mean, modern day, it's much harder because we're doing our thing, right? We're making an impact. At the workplace, we're more involved there, and so things are shifting, certainly. So relationships are very uncertain. It's like understanding the differences, honoring the differences, while still feeling like both parties are needed, right? We're both needed here. Appreciating the differences. Why did I bring that? Oh, the waiting, right? Primitively, if you think about the feminine, a lot of waiting for the masculine to come back, right? A lot of waiting as the masculine goes out to hunt. There's this idea of when he returns, there's a celebration. He's alive, he's safe, right? And the feminine does a lot of waiting. That paradigm is certainly shifting. I mean, it has shifted. It's not the same. So, yet we still find ourselves waiting. And sometimes we think, I'm just going to become the Queen of Pentacles, right? I'm just going to master the material world for myself. Look, she got the peacock. Beautiful card deck, right? The Queen of Pentacles here. Very nurturing. Nurturing energy. Providing for herself. Right? But also still kind of wanting this Six of Wands energy is the victory card of the masculine returning, right? The masculine returning from battle. In primitive times, that's what would happen, right? They come home from hunting, and they're celebrated. We don't tend to do that anymore, do we? So there's this idea of empowering yourself in the waiting period as we await this victorious return. So there might be little to no contact here, right? Let's see. Might also be indicating that the feminine might be using the Nine of Pentacles, independence, to cover up, right? To be like, I don't need a man. I don't need a counterpart. I don't need a masculine to avoid feeling heartbreak again, or feeling the ache, right? Feeling the heartache and the longing for her counterpart. So moving through some of this heartbreak might take the Nine of Pentacles, right? This independent woman, being willing to feel those feelings and work through it and move through it, might bring her to the Queen of Pentacles. And in that state, where she knows she's a queen, she's gotten things taken care of, but she's also in a nurturing energy, right? She feels good about herself, the way she looks, right? We got the peacock there. She's feeling good. She's feeling confident. She's feeling connected, right? Connected to Earth, you know, through this child of nature, in order to bring him home, right? Create this nurturing environment. So that there's a safe space or harbor for the masculine to come home to. And maybe he can sense that vibrationally. So let's use some tuning. Let's use some sound. They're all of my instruments are metal for the most part. So go ahead and close your eyes, tune into your breath, and just listen. I'm going to use some sound healing tools intuitively that I feel like this reading is calling for, to be used as medicine. So just listen to the sound, see how it affects and influences your energy system, your thoughts, your emotions. What images does it bring up? Do you resonate with any of the tones or pitches? Can you find yourself in the interval? Use it mindfully, right? Use it for meditation purposes and see if you can tune in, if this story is resonating. You can tune in and see what comes up for you with more information maybe, right? So that was a little sound healing component. I hope you found it peaceful and tranquil, and some insights came in for you about this reading or any other area that was creating confusion or stress in any way. So if you want more information about the tuning forks in particular, go ahead and check out the Instagram TV video. My handle's urban_empath on Instagram. I wish you much love. Like and subscribe so I know I'm on the right track here. Providing some energy, some vibrational tools along with the readings. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye, empath.